Are you an executive who has reached the ceiling in your current job, who has little time to dedicate to your career transition and need quick and practical advice? This is Happy Monday Executives, empowering executives in career transition, a weekly podcast providing you focused, actionable advice, insights, and powerful tips. With your career strategist guru, Isabelita Castillo.
Hello, and welcome back to Happy Monday Executives. I'm Isabelita Castilho, your host, and today I'm a little outdoors, making the most of this great weather we still have in Dubai. So I'm here to talk to you about why some executives fail in job interviews, despite the fact that they are amazing. Well, here we go. One of the reasons that executives don't realize is that they are often showing some narcissist traits. So the hidden narcissist and why brilliant executives fail at interviews. Well, the very first thing to do here is recognize how have you been behaving during job interviews? Are you more focused on how are you perceived? Or are you more focused on, what you get out of the interview, out of the job, out of this career, out of this company? Or you are trying to prove more how good you are for them so that they can grow and so that they can be successful because of you. In the book 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, he talked about the very first law of power, which is called never outshine the master. So many times when executives are trying to prove how good they are, they don't realize that by presenting themselves so brilliantly, they actually is carrying the job, the boss, because he might see you as a very fierceful competition. So it's good to balance between how good you are versus how much you're willing to learn from the boss. You don't want to take his shine away. Now, while your credentials get you in the door, likability often seals the deal. Now, it's good to do an introspection and think about when you're discussing your career goals, what's your focus primarily? On your advancement or on the organization contribution you bring? Do you find yourself steering the conversation too much back to you, or you listen? Dr. Craig Malkin calls the narcissist spectrum in his groundbreaking book called Rethinking Narcissists, that it's very important to diagnose how much are you actually coming across as self-absorbed. So this will show traits of narcissism, and likability will then diminish. Nevertheless, also Robert Greene talks about the tactical empathy, which is your ability to understand what's happening in the room, how are people behaving, and how much are you able to quickly adapt. Next thing I would like you to just have in mind is a quick approach. And we're going to summarize this very interesting outdoors podcast. So listen more than you talk. Think about it. Why are you in an interview? To land the job. If this is your first interview with the boss, you want to impress. You want to impress, but you want to impress by listening to him, by being likable, by answering his questions to the point. Don't bring anything extra, thinking that by more you show, the more you impress. No, stick to the questions, what really matters to them. Be curious. Be more curious about the organization other than the benefits you gain from that. So how much are you curious? How much do you want to develop with them by also learning about them much more than how good you are? So leave ego at home when coming to an interview. And be adaptable. Show examples of when you have been adaptable and not always the owner of the truth. Overall, be simple, be humble. So it's not all about getting shiny in an interview, but it's about being the right fit for what they need at that moment. So if you like this episode and if you think it was helpful, it made you think, take a look at other videos I have. Put your like. If you don't like it, just put a dislike later on and share with the people who might need to hear that. I really appreciate your time to be here today, and thanks for watching. I wish you a wonderful rest of the year ahead. Take care, stay blessed.
Never miss an episode. Never miss an opportunity. Follow Happy Monday Executives with Isabelita Castillo from any of your favorite podcast platforms. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time. Until then, stay blessed.